Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today I kind of just want to sit down and talk with y'all and just kind of be chill. I kind of just wanted to give y'all a life update and kind of talk to y'all about going off of my depression and anxiety video that I posted. I guess about a month ago. It might be a little over that. If y'all haven't seen it, I can link it up here for y'all to watch if y'all want to. You don't have to. But I just figured it would be good for me to go ahead and update y'all and kind of, I wanted to tell y'all that I feel the need to do this because I feel like depression and anxiety, people are ashamed to have it and they're embarrassed. And I just want to sit here and tell y'all that don't be. We're human and it happens. I suffer from both of them. My anxiety is a lot worse than my depression. I don't really know if I'm like necessarily depressed, but when I do start to feel sad, it is from my anxiety. So I just wanted to sit down and talk to y'all just to bring more awareness to it because I feel like people just brush it under the rug. Like, people are just ashamed to talk about it. So I just want to sit and talk to y'all about it. So the last time I had talked to y'all, I had told y'all that I had just gone to the doctor and had just gotten on medicine. He put me on Buspar, and he told me I needed to take it 3 times a day. The first time I had taken it, I took it at nighttime because I didn't know how it was going to affect me. So if it was bad, I just could sleep through it. Thankfully, I did that because it made me so loopy and drowsy and sleepy. Like, I had felt drunk. It just, I mean, the plus side of it is it helped me sleep, but there was no way that I could take that medicine during the day. So I stuck with it for like over a month, just taking one a day at nighttime before bed to help me sleep. And that did help me. I just hated the way it made me feel. Like, sometimes it would hit me so bad that Justin would have to literally like help me go to bed because I could hardly walk. So I went back to the doctor and I kind of told him that I didn't think that was really working for me, especially having a toddler. There's no way I can function off of that medicine. So now I'm taking sertraline and I'm taking 125 milligram pill a day. And so far I've been taking that for about a month now. I've just refilled a bottle, so I guess it's been about a month. And so far I think it's working for me. I do get pretty bad headaches from it, but they're starting to get better. But I do think that that is helping me. I don't feel as anxious and they are like helping me sleep and everything. But yeah, my anxiety is not as bad. I don't know if I went really into depth about, I know I talked about what really caused my anxiety was like the whole, my stepbrother passing away, which I talk about that in my last video. But my anxiety drives from death. And this is kind of a dark, morbid topic to talk about on the internet, but I'm going to because I need to be real with y'all. I fear of dying. I like have a fear of dying to the point to where it scares me to like go and do anything. I know I mentioned it a little bit in my last video, but it's so bad that I don't want to leave the house. And I know that's not okay. Like, I cannot live in fear. And so that's why I went to the doctor, because I needed to find something to help me. And I do think that sertraline is helping me with these issues. And another reason I went is because I feel so guilty keeping my child in the house all the time because I'm being selfish of my own fears. I think of the worst things. I think of getting in car accidents. I think of going to Target and human trafficking happening and somebody trying to take my daughter. Like, I'm never comfortable going out in public. I get nervous about going through drive-thrus to order food because I don't want to sound like an idiot in the drive-thru line. There's so many things that drive from my anxiety. I used to not be like this, and even with YouTube, I still get very anxious about it. I'm like, am I doing enough? Am I being good enough? Why am I not gaining subscribers faster? Why are my views not doing good? And it's just also comes from comparison. I'm always comparing myself, and that comes from other issues that I have, which I'll get to in a little bit. But so that's just kind of where I'm at right now. And I went to the doctor also, and I had him check my hormones because I just felt like something was off. And it came back that I have low testosterone. And he checked my thyroid and everything. My thyroid is fine. It's just I have low testosterone. And he said that could be a part of all of the other issues that I'm having, which could be true. And he said that I need to go ahead and think about supplementing testosterone. And he prescribed me a cream to apply to myself. And that was like a month ago, and I haven't tried it. I'm honestly terrified to take testosterone because I hear that it can cause some negative side effects, like hair growth. It can cause acne. It can cause you to bloat. And with the other issues that I have, which I'll get to in a second, they're body image issues. The thought of that, all those side effects, terrifies me to the point where I haven't even tried it yet. And I know there's a reason why he's telling me I need to take it, because it will probably help me have energy again. It'll help me want to get back into the gym again. It'll give me the motivation that I need. And I'm terrified to take it because of the possible bad side effects that can come with it. So if any of y'all have ever supplemented testosterone, good or bad, please tell me your stories, because I need input from y'all. I need to know what to expect. I need to just do it, but I'm so scared to. But I'm like, will the good outweigh the bad, or vice versa? So I'm just like, I really need y'all's input. Okay, and now I kind of want to talk to y'all about some body image issues that I have. I have bad body dysmorphia, and I think it all kind of stemmed from after I had Brooklyn. I know I talked about this in my last video, how I really got into the gym and started working out and how that helped me a lot. But I didn't talk about this. After I had Brooklyn, I was so focused on losing my baby weight, and it kind of caused me to have body image issues. I was insecure about my body. So of course I started going to the gym, and that helped and everything. But it also kind of made it worse, because I was sitting there and I was seeing these women and they looked amazing, and it drove me to do better, but it also made me very insecure about myself at the same time. And then I got the bright idea that I was going to compete in a bikini competition. If y'all don't know that, I did one show where I got on stage in a bikini and posed and pretty much put myself up there to be judged. That's what it is. They judge your physique. And it was an awesome feeling to say that I had accomplished something like that. But at the same time, it's kind of the same thing. Like, you're constantly in comparison with other people, and it made my body dysmorphia 10 times worse. I had looked my best, but I felt my worst, if that makes sense. And so I was like, I say I did it for the experience, and I did, but I was like determined that after I did that show, I wanted to do another one, because I did love the environment. I love being around people that love fitness just as much as I do. And seeing all those beautiful women and their amazing bodies drove me to want to look like them. So I was so focused on the gym that I took off season for almost a year to build muscle. And I was determined the next year to do the same show and look like on point like those women did. And I kicked my butt and I started prep, and I was 8 weeks into it. A typical bikini show prep or any prep for any category is anywhere from, like, depending on your level of fitness and leanness, anyways, it can be anywhere from like 8 weeks to 20 to 30 weeks. It just depends on how slow you want to take things. And I decided to do a 16-week prep, and I got halfway through it and my body dysmorphia took over. I was doubting myself. I was looking at competitors on Instagram that were doing the same show I was doing, and I was seeing what level they were at, and I was like, no, I'm not where I need to be. I was self-doubting myself. And if I can find a picture, I'll show you, and I'll post it up here for y'all to see. Guys, I was tiny. Like the tiniest, not weight, because I weighed more, not than now, but I wasn't the lightest I've ever been, but I was the leanest. I had more muscle. I was tight and like so skinny. I don't want to say skinny. I was lean. And the body dysmorphia messed with my head so bad that I thought that I was not where I needed to be. And I still had a whole another 2 months to go. And I still, and y'all can look at this picture and see how tiny I was, and I still needed to lose another 6 to 8 pounds to get where I needed to be on stage. If y'all don't know, the stage weight that you have to be at is no longer at a healthy level, and it's very, very temporary. You're at a level of leanness just for the show. That's it. So you pretty much push yourself to be at an unhealthy state. But my body dysmorphia took over, and I was doubting myself. And I did that a few more times. I think I went through, so I decided to not do that. And then that's a whole nother story. Like going from being so incredibly lean and then gaining weight after all of that hard work. It's just, it messes with your mind so much. Like you're always, and I still do this to this day, I'm always comparing myself to that body. I will say that I loved my body then. And being honest, I wish that I could look like that, but the lifestyle is so strict. That lifestyle is, you can't go out with your friends. You can't drink alcohol. You basically can't live. You're eating very strict food, it's a very strict diet. You're at the gym twice a day, cardio, weightlifting. It's very, very strict. And like I said, I loved my body, but I was miserable. I was in a bad mood every day. It's just, that's my issues, is I cannot find a middle ground. Like now, I am working out once a week. I'm still struggling with body image issues. I am embarrassed to go to the gym because I don't want people to see how much weight I've put on. Since my leanest at show prep last year, I weighed 122 pounds. And right now, this morning, I weighed 134. So I've gained 12 pounds, which may not sound like a whole lot, but when you have these mental issues, it's like you've gained 30. It's like you've gained 50 pounds. I just nitpick at myself all day. It doesn't help that I'm struggling with acne right now, which that probably comes from hormones and all of that. So I'm just having some issues with all of that. My body image issues is a big problem. So I kind of just wanted to talk to y'all about that. If y'all struggle with that, know you're not alone, and it's a daily process. I still try to get myself up to go work out, but also with my low testosterone, it's like everything's fighting against me right now. My low testosterone makes me have no motivation to go to the gym. When I used to, like, the gym was my life. Like, working out wasn't like, it was my lifestyle. It's what I did. And I hate that I've lost that. It makes me sad. Every day I'm beating myself up over it. It's just, it's a process. It's, all I can do is try my best. And I'm trying. I'm hoping that I'm just gonna, maybe this, if I take this testosterone, it'll all fix itself. Who knows? But just know that if you're struggling, you are not alone. Okay, so kind of going back to YouTube, this all comes from my anxiety and everything. I'm so scared that I'm not going to succeed with YouTube. And I know it's my anxiety telling me that I won't. But I'm terrified of not succeeding with YouTube. It's like a big fear of mine. And I feel guilt at the same time because I take so much time away from my daughter doing these videos. Because I don't know if y'all really realize how hard YouTube is. Yes, to y'all it just looks like I'm uploading a video, but you have to sit down and film the video. Depending on what kind of video, it can take 30 minutes to 2 hours to days, depending on how in depth and what you're trying to film. And that's time away from my daughter. I'm doing this while my husband's at work. She's sitting out there in the living room, and that guilt just eats away at me. But in the same sense, this is my dream. So it's like, where's that medium? Like, and then when I feel this guilt and I upload and then I hardly get any response from these videos, it's devastating. And I know that kind of sounds dramatic, but it is. I'm like, I sit here and I do this and I work my butt off and I take time away from my daughter when I should be spending time with her. She's only this little once, and then I upload and I get 19 views in 7 hours. It's embarrassing, and I know it's not y'all's fault and y'all have a life and y'all are busy, but it's just this is my mental thought process. And I beat myself up over it. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? What do I need to do? So I just feel guilty that I am not spending enough time with my daughter. And I just want to be so successful at this that I come off desperate sometimes, I feel like. But I just want y'all to know that, like, this is seriously my dream, and I don't know if you'll get tired of hearing that, but this is truly my dream, and I'm trying to make it a reality. And I hear people say, just don't take no for an answer, and anything worth having doesn't come easy, which is true. But it's so hard going day to day and feeling so unnoticed, and not from y'all, but like the brands. Like, you post these pictures and it's like they only want to support these big influencers that already have millions of subscribers. What about these littler channels? You know, like, we need support too. And it's just kind of, it's really frustrating when you are trying your hardest and you spend 2 hours on these videos and then you edit them and then you gotta export them onto your phone and then you gotta upload them onto the computer on YouTube and then you gotta do the description box and the title and then you gotta edit the thumbnail. I mean, there's so much to one little video, and when you're trying to do 3 videos a week, it's a lot, especially with a 3-year-old little girl that wants her mommy. So y'all can kind of see what goes through my head. I love YouTube and I'm gonna still do it because this is my dream, but it's like, I want it to be worth it is where I'm getting at. Like, I don't want to be doing this for no reason, because if like this ended up going down the drain, I would just sit there and fret over all of the time that I should have been spending with my daughter. So I'm just like, I just need this to work out and be worth it so I don't regret it. I just keep telling myself I'm doing this to have a better life for my daughter. That's what I'm getting at. I just went off into a huge rant. I'm so sorry. But that's kind of mainly what I was wanting to talk about. I just want y'all to know that if y'all are struggling with depression or anxiety or body image issues or whatever it may be, you are not alone. And if you're embarrassed about it, don't be, because I'm sitting here and I'm posting this on the internet. Not saying that you have to do that or anything. Just don't be embarrassed. If you feel like you need to talk, come talk to me. I will talk to you. If you need a doctor to go to, I will give you my doctor's name. Don't be embarrassed to go to a doctor and see if you need help, because sometimes doing it on your own isn't enough. Sometimes you do need help. And whatever will get you through the day, through the months, the years, if it's medicine, if it's counseling, if it's just talking to somebody, do it, because you have one life to live and you need to make it the best life possible. So anyways, thank y'all for sitting here and listening to my rants and life updates and my issues. It feels so good to do these videos and get all this off my chest. I love that I can just sit here and talk to y'all. It seriously means the world to me. And just thank you for being subscribed to my channel. Like I said, I mean, it seriously means so much to me. Y'all are making my dream a reality by subscribing. So I love y'all, and I will see y'all on my next video.